What up, what up, what up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, back at you again. So got an unboxing on deck for you. Let's go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We're in a safe and controlled environment. We're not selling any firearms, nor are we selling any accessories. We're not promoting the sale of any firearms, nor are we promoting the sale of any accessories. This is strictly a product review of my own personal equipment. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the content, hopefully you hit that subscribe button and come back and see us. If you're a returning viewer, you know I appreciate the support. Appreciate you being along for the ride, and we're going to keep this journey going. All right, so on deck, we've got another 2011 or double stack 1911, however you want to refer to it. This here is one of the Kimber 2K11 models. Let's pop that mag out. Magazine is empty. Weapon is empty. Safe direction. And we like to put that mag back in for statics. So this is what we're working with. This is the Eclipse 5-inch version. They do have a 4 1/4 version of the same one, and it's also called the Eclipse. This here has the open serrations, but it is not ported and it is not comped yet. So that is to come. So we're going to take a close look at this bad boy on the tabletop. Just want to bring it in up top. Tell you what we're working with. Did get it out to the range, so we're going to mix some shooting footage in here. Let you see this bad boy bust off. See how it runs. But most of this will be on the tabletop, and we'll just kind of go over some of the features, some of the other models, what's different about this one, and what to expect in-house coming from Kimber as far as new additions for us down the line. So let's move this over to the tabletop. I'll see you on the other side, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're tabletop. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So the Kimber comes in the Kimber box, which inside is a Kimber bag. So that's what we're working with there. So we'll pop the bag out and we'll just kind of get into that. It's actually a pretty nice range bag. So that's your box. It's just strictly a generic cardboard box. Nice little graphic in there. Guess that's the Kimber shooter guy. So we'll put this to the side. Box out of the way. So this is your bag. Nice range bag. Couple pockets inside. So you've got your usual paperwork. Obviously it comes chamber flag. This was the bag it was in. Just a regular plastic bag. And the weapon itself was just down inside of the pocket here, which we've already taken that out. And then got your double zippers there. And then outside is your magazine pocket. So this bad boy actually came with 3 magazines. So you got 2 20s. Well, one is in there. 2 20s. This one's got ammo in it, so we'll put this one to the side. 120, 117. They're all labeled Kimber, but pretty much checkmate mags. And the other one is in the gun. I show the 20, and it's empty. And the gun is empty. Safe direction. Bam. All right. So that's what you get. 3 magazines. It's pretty nice. No complaints there. And this is, once again, a pretty nice range bag. In the pocket here is your lock. And then you also get your optic plate, Kimber sticker. You get some replacement fiber optic sights. So we'll stick that back in there. Put our sticker back in there. And you get your optic plate. Now this actually comes with an optic plate. And the downside to this, and screws, but the downside to this optic plate, well, this is the cover here because I've already changed it. So that's just the cover that was on there, which, as you can see, your rear sight is attached to that cover. So when you remove that, you remove your rear sight. And what they give you for an optic plate is, and this is not open, but we'll open it. No biggie. They give you a plate, but it has no rear sight. So you still have the option to mount your optic. And this is, let's see what it says here. Yeah, RMR, SRO. So you have the option to mount your optic, but you have no rear sight. So they sell this same plate, but with the rear sight on it. So I had already bought that plate. So when I got it, that's the plate that I installed. So we've got a rear sight that's built in there. Same plate, only difference is you got your rear sight. And so now we got a nice co-witness. There you go. Very good. There you go. So nice solid co-witness with that rear sight, and I like the co-witness option. Mounting that, it's actually a pretty neat mounting system. Let's see which one. It actually comes with, well, you can see it's got the blocks on there to hold the sight in place, but it also has the little studs for the screws, these here. And these are the little studs that come in underneath the plate. So you put them underneath and they stick up through there, and then put the plate down on there. And that's what you're screwing into with the optic. Obviously, these screws are going to mount to the slide, but for your optic, you screw it into those studs. And the benefit to that, if you do strip one out, all you need is another stud. You haven't ruined your plate. So that's a good concept. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so that's your plate. And this is the guest of honor here. So like I say, they've got a few models. The initial ones to come out was the Target model, which was that bronze color with the big, I think it's Stan Chin Magwell, the bronze colored. And then they had the regular model that had the, I think both of those may have been, not, they all have aluminum grips. I think the initials all had aluminum grips, but not all had the Magwell. But you could always just purchase the Magwell optional. But for these new models, this is, well, they came out with another stainless one that's all stainless with the bronze barrel. That one does not have, I don't think it has the cutouts for the slide. But this here is the Eclipse. So you get the two-tone, you get the cutouts for the slide. It's not ported, but it will be. So I'm going to get this bad boy ported and going to put a chunk port on here. So we're going to send this off to Trent and let him do his thing on it. But this one comes with the MJD grip. Their Magwell, that's an aluminum Magwell. And that's the model there. Serrations are nice and deep, so no problem racking this bad boy. You can really feel them. Slide, I mean, it's nice and smooth. That feels like about a 9-pound spring. So I will likely drop an 8-pound in here because that's what I prefer. This feels just a little heavier than an 8. So I'll probably put an 8-pound in there. Mainspring, I'll have to double check to see what it comes with. It probably might even come with a 17 already. So that'll be good. Internals feel nice. This bad boy already has the extended Magwell tapped here. So I just need to get a button for that. So this is a solid unit out the gate. So we put our Surefire on here, X300. This is the CV Life optic. This is a nice optic. Completely solar. No charging, no battery. Similar to the SCS Holosun concept, where you don't have to charge it. Bad boy is good to go. And it's a nice big window. So I've got this on a couple of the other firearms. I like the optic. It's inexpensive and it works good. You got multiple reticles, circle, dot, so you can run it however you prefer. I run it in the dot mode. That's what we're running now. And this bad boy's been getting the job done. So had this out, so we got some shooting footage. So I'll let you see this bad boy in action, and then we'll come back in and we'll discuss a little further. So let's jump out to the range. Ran a couple of mags through here. My usual thing, slow and steady, then a few double taps. So let's check that out, then we'll bounce back in. That's a Kimber 2K11 Eclipse. So let's see how it feels. We're gonna just top right target. So, yeah, we're good. Let's run it. Top right target. Same thing here. I say these like to be ran wet, so add a little oil to it. These are initial shots, so it's going to have to break it. I just realized that I forgot to put the light on. Wow. Gonna run a little light through here. Get some double taps in. I think this will get the round. Yeah. So it just needs to get some rounds through it. All right. So you can see, bad boy shoots nice. We've got some sticking issues with the slide not going all the way in the battery. Initially, I thought that was the gun, maybe extractor. But in hindsight, I believe it's just the ammo. Because I had it with the same thing going on with my SIG with the new 226. Same thing. I am running Sportsman remanufactured ammo, 124 grain. And I was talking to my buddy Snap, and he said he had the exact same issue with that ammo. It was going almost in the battery. It was jamming, light primer strikes. So I don't think we have an issue with break-in at all. I think that was just an ammo thing. So we'll make no changes. We'll just get back out to the range with some fresh ammo, and we'll run this bad boy. But trigger-wise, this bad boy felt a little heavier when it came in, so I waited. It was around 3.5, close to 4, I believe. So a little heavier than my preference. So I did go ahead and adjust this bad boy down. So I think we got it about where I want it now. So let's go ahead and a couple pulls. See where we are. Yeah, so that's about where we like to be. We'll get a couple more. See if we can get some consistency. A little bit heavier there, but I think that's just the angle of the pull. Let's go for one more, see if we can get it. Yeah, so it's fluctuating, but it's really around 2.5 is about where we are, which is what I like. So this bad boy, nice light pull. Reset. So cool. This is their trigger. The symbol there mimics a K. Kind of like that. May change it, may not. Probably will though. I like the stainless triggers. Going to be doing some color enhancements just with the hardware. We've got the stainless here, so probably do the safety, the slide release, and the hammer and the beaver tail, as well as the magwell and the stainless. And we'll probably flip that trigger to that long red dirt trigger. Just a trigger shoe. Well, it'll be the whole trigger, but yeah, we'll flip that out. But this is a nice piece. They've got some Pro models that they just recently released. They actually have this model in the Pro, which is the 4.25, the same model, but just a shorter version. And they have some other ones, Royale they released. That's that bronze kind of battle-worn color. They've got a goldish color, almost like a coyote. And then they've got the Target model, which is called the Coyote Pro. and that's the one with the stand chin magwell, the bronze frame. So similar or identical to the full size, but it's the Pro, so the 4 1/4. That's the one I want for the 4 1/4. Those don't drop till December, so that gives me enough time to kind of regroup and be ready for that when they drop. But for now, this was my preference for the full size. I like that. I like that contrast. So we're gonna rock with this. I did do a little bit more shooting, so let's jump back out to the range. Ran a couple of rounds through it, a couple of mags through it, and then went ahead and ran a third because I was kind of all over the place. I forgot to put the light on before going to the range. So without that light, you don't realize how lost that support hand is and that thumb. So I was all over the place after each shot, losing my grip. So I got the light on here now. I need to get me some of the thumbnails, the thumb rests to go on these. I'll order a couple more. So I got a couple on hand, and I'll get that on there, and then that'll lock that grip back in. But I ran about 3 more rounds, 3 more mags through here real quick, just to kind of get some more rounds through it to see how it was going to react. I was still kind of in the air as far as what was inducing the malfunctions. I hadn't really thought about the ammo at that point. So let's check that out, and then we'll bounce back in and wrap up. Bad boy. Reports. No count. Yet. This will move over to our right target, dead center. There we go. Not going all the way in. There we go. We got extractors hanging up. We need to just polish the edge. Some shooting. Not really getting that grip right. Support hand just kind of dancing around. Get that light for support for that thumb. Okay. Let's grab another mag. We want to go better than that. There's a weak slide release there. So let's see if we can't tighten up in that circle there, dead center. And it's really dancing around. Support thumb. Every shot. Once again, this is what it's doing. Just barely not in the battery. I don't know if you can see that. Just barely. Okay. Then you put pressure on it. Go right on in. I think that'll fix itself. But I could probably help it by just polishing the outer edge of that extractor. I think it's just banging up against the round. My hand is really moving all around. You don't realize how much of a difference it makes when you got that light on there to put that support thumb on there. Every shot, my support hand is breaking loose. That's weird. Yeah, I think we'll let's run another mag through this Kimber. Let's just see if we can't run it out. Okay. That's one way to break it in. I think it's going to be just fine. All right. So for the most part, it's running with the exception of a couple of hiccups. And I'm almost 100% is due to that ammo because it was the identical thing on each weapon. It was just, it's almost like the casings are swollen on them and they're just kind of binding the extractor against the wall. So it was weird, but I think it's definitely strictly ammo related. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go back out with some fresh ammo and run this bad boy. But so far, pleased with it. To be bone stock, no ports, no comps. I think it shot really nice. It was not massive recoil. So I think once we do put the ports in here, put that chunk port on here, this bad boy is going to be right in pocket. We're going to do a little enhancement on this grip here just to kind of give it a little flair. But we are going to maintain this grip. We're not going to change the grip out. We're just going to dress it up a little bit. So I don't know how quick I'll make that happen, but it will happen. And you'll see this bad boy in his new form. I like the hammer on this bad boy. I like that style. So we will definitely maintain that. I will probably just polish it up to bring out the stainless finish on that. And same with the other hardware. I'll just polish that up and to get that accent. So that's what we're rocking with. I think this is a nice new addition to the collection. Kimber's putting out some rock solid pieces. These bad boys really don't need enhancing. I prefer to enhance it, but if you want to just buy this bad boy and run it, you could do that. I see a lot of shooters, competition shooters, they're buying these bad boys and just running them right out the box for competition. They're tuning the triggers to their preference, and they're running them just like that. So solid unit so far. I think this is a big hit for Kimber. Glad to get my hands on one. Looking forward to getting that Coyote Pro. I don't have much in the form of 4 1/4. I've got the XP Pro. That's the closest I have to it. So that'll be a nice addition to the collection. But I'm not going to hold you. It's your boy BTG, aka Bust These Guns. Bust Them Guns, these guns, however you want to say it. Check me out on the other platforms at Bust Them Guns, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Rumble. Hit me up in the comments if you got any questions on this bad boy, any suggestions. Until next time, holla.